First question's from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. Hope you're well today. Just wanted to first get your thoughts on what led to the decision to put Rios in right field.
Yeah, I think the driver is I want him to play. I want him to get a start. And, he can play some outfield, some corner outfield. I think, most of the action is going to be in left field. So I feel comfortable with Zach there. But to have Eddie in right field to make the plays that he needs to make and have his bat in there, I think gives us a good chance to win.
And what are you looking forward to most just in this matchup? Obviously, two future Hall of Famers starting pitching today.
I think, the level of compete from both these guys is next level. And obviously when they're opposing one another, I think it might be, if at all possible, it might be heightened that much more. So to watch two of the best of our generation go head to head, for me, I'm excited.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question's from Dave Vassegh. Go ahead.
Dave, you played in these type of games before where you have future Hall of Famers facing off against each other. Do you believe that they do feel that competition going up against each other, or is that something that we generate?
No, it's real. I think that, I remember numerous starts where Clayton's pitching and you see Max watching everything Clayton does because he wants to put eyes on him, and vice versa. When Max is pitching, I've watched Clayton watch everything he does, and that's where great players admire and like to watch great players. So now, when you got these guys oppose one another, I think it brings out just a little bit more, in them, whatever that might be. So I think for me to see it come out from both players and both teams, because, you want to play well for your aces.
Dave, do you have an update on Mookie when you got in today, and where is he as far as possibly playing on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think that I haven't got anything more than I knew last night. Haven't seen him yet today. Just kind of training staff, encouraging him to, keep active, keep swinging the bat. I expect him to run, play catch, and with the off day, get treatment then and see where we're at Tuesday. So right now, I just don't have any answers.
Has he had any issues like this before that you're aware of in the past, or is this just an isolated sleeping on the road situation?
Yeah, I think it's certainly isolated. So I'm not trying to read too much into it. And I think where we're at on the calendar, just making sure he's as close to 100% as he can before he takes the field.
And just one other question, as far as the way you've lined up your pitching, does this fall into what you were discussing in spring training, just trying to keep starters healthy, going from a 60 game to a 162 game season, with Dustin pitching in the Rockies series and giving Buehler extra days?
Yeah, it does. And there's going to be pitching gymnastics all year for our club. Number one, because we have a lot of talent. And number two, we want to make sure that we manage the usage and keep these guys all, raring and clicking on all cylinders through October. So that's part of it, yes.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, has Mookie received an injection as part of his rehab or his treatment?
He has not.
And with the starting rotation, it lines up for your San Diego series with Buehler, Kershaw, and Bauer. That does not seem like a coincidence.
I think that you can read into it any way you want, but I think that making sure guys are rested and feeling good going into a particular series is the ultimate goal.
Will you put any extra weight on those series against the Padres this year?
Relative to any other series, it's a division rival. So I think any division opponent, you want to play well. And certainly this is a team that's very talented. So I hesitate to say any more emphasis, but obviously you're looking at the talent, the build up, we'll be ready for this series, for that series. Yeah.
And Graterol yesterday looked like a guy who's ready to get major league hitters out. Well, how many more boxes does he have to check?
Yeah, he looked really good yesterday. And so I think for us, it's getting him to check the 2 out of 3 box. So once he does that, he'll be back with us.
And he'll do that at the alternate site this week.
Correct.
Thanks, Dave.
You got it, Bill.
Next question is from Steven Herbert. Go ahead. Go ahead, Steven.
I just hit on unmute, sorry. I'll be writing that Trevor Bauer is scheduled to make his first start as a Dodger at Dodger Stadium Tuesday. I have a 2-part question to follow up. What's the best way to describe Trevor Bauer as a pitcher and a person?
As a person, very approachable. As a ball player, what'd you say was the first one?
What's the best way to describe him as a pitcher?
As a pitcher, competitive, intelligent, curious.
How does that figure into how he pitches, being intelligent and curious?
It factors in because he's always trying to get better and on the margins trying to improve. And it's made him a very good pitcher.
And what's your opinion of his performance in his 2 starts of the season?
Good. He's been good. He's, he's kind of feeling his way around, and he makes pitches when he needs to. So I've been not surprising, but very impressed.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Dave, also on the rehab front, I guess Tony Gonsolin throwing his bullpen today. What do you hope to see from that, and what's the plan like going forward with him?
Yeah, Tony's not throwing a pen today. Eric, I misspoke. Today was Dustin May and Bauer here shortly. So Tony, right now, I don't know where he's. I don't think he's playing catch. I think in a couple of days he'll start playing catch again to see where he's at. So, he's a ways away for me right now where he's at.
He's still experiencing soreness, right? Is that what you said?
Correct.
Okay. And then have you learned anything yet about the guy that you claimed off waivers yesterday, Godot?
I have not. I have not, and I just don't want to speculate, Eric.
Okay, but just so the point, like he's not going to be with you guys, right? He's
Correct.
At the alternate site. Okay, thanks.
And I don't know. I don't even want to say he's going to be at the alternate site. I just don't know, but my assumption is probably yes. But there's a lot of intake things, and I just don't know what PD has for him.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yep.
I got time for one more. Go ahead, Rowan Kavner.
Hey, Dave, I know you would have been pretty young at the time and not in LA, but do you have any memories of Fernando Mania in 1981? Or, did you realize what was going on at all as a kid?
At that point in time, I did not. I think the first time I learned about Fernando was in '84 when I moved to Southern California. And that's probably the first time. And, as I got older, learned a lot more. And when I played for the Dodgers and got to know him as a person, as a friend, and now, so looking back, I certainly know a lot more, but I just didn't appreciate it back when it was happening.
Thanks.